Hey team, Callie here today to talk to you about the newest update to the Pure Fiction tier list from Prydwen for Honkai Star Rail. Just hot off the presses, just happened just a little bit ago. So let's take a look at the change log and then let's dive into what I think about the changes personally. Maybe you'll agree, maybe you'll disagree. I don't know. Let's see. Argenti, I mean, given that this mode was literally made for him, and it's like the only mode he's good in, it checks out that he's at tier 0. So I don't know what else to say much about that. That's where he belongs. He's good in that mode, but that's about it. Sorry, Argenti fans. This is where he's good. Blade, yeah, when Jade came out, I knew Blade was going to get a boost. Definitely it makes sense that Blade and Jade would be good in this mode. Have no surprises there. Firefly, yeah, Linksha makes Firefly kind of broken. She just does. It's a pretty big improvement for her. Don't know really what else to say about that either. So, yeah, Firefly, it's good. Good in this mode. With the exact teams that you need. Yeah, Himiko, Linksha, like all the fire damage. It's a good plan. I would say that's good. Firefly is not perfect in this team if you use her in a dedicated like Firefly DPS team. So they say using more supportive role, it makes sense, I agree. Rame, like Rame is good. Robin's better, but Rame is still really good. I use Rame with Herda and Himiko on my side. She performs just fine. You're not going to get as high of a score if you use her compared to like Robin, so that makes sense. Jingyuan, poor Jingyuan, poor guy. Like he's just his Lightning Lord just isn't fast enough to be able to deal with all the enemies coming out. Yeah, tier 2 seems good for Jingyuan. Mota, yeah, I don't know why anybody would use him in this mode. That's where he belongs. Serval, yeah, she doesn't do a ton of damage. Also not surprising. So I agree with all these changes. This is a Linksha thing. If you don't have Linksha, your Firefly belongs in tier 1.5. For Blade, without Jade, I don't think he belongs at 1.5. I mean, he belongs at 1.5. But Jade elevates Blade, and Linksha elevates Firefly for those reasons. So, next up, we got some other information. Zhao. People be sleeping on Zhao. Like, he's so strong. He's really, really strong. His like 5 stacks of debuffs are always on the enemies after like the first turn. He is just so strong. Like Zhao is great. Highly recommend Zhao. Big fan of Zhao. Fei Xiao, she's single target, but she does decent. Like, listen, you can get by with single target characters in that mode, but it's an AoE mode. Like, use AoE characters. Like, just do it. Zila, yeah, I don't like she's very outclassed at this point. And Jingliu also very outclassed. Let's see where they have Zhao, Fei, Zila, and Jingliu at this point. There's some Apoc Shadows. I don't want to see all that. So, Zhao they've got here. I could see him moving up. He's very effective in this mode. Jingliu, yeah, she's not good in this mode at all. She's so outclassed now. Like, I I tried using her recently and I was like, oh, wow, you are very weak now compared to everything else that's happened. Like Fei Xiao and Acheron and Yunli, just Firefly, of course, just outclass her in so many ways. Like, she is so outclassed now. And she's going to just sit on the bench along with her weapon. That's kind of useless on my account. But here we are. Who else was on their list? Kind of forgot. Zhao, Fei Xiao, Zila. No, Fei Xiao, these two are fine. They could be here. Like, Zila should be tier 2 or lower. Fei Xiao could be there. She's just fine. Um, Anybody else that I think they should move up or down? No, these two combined are just... They are the queens of this mode. She was made for this mode, kind of useless otherwise, unless you have her E1. Yeah, if you have both of these together, they're good, for obvious reasons. Don't see really any other major changes that I would make. It's pretty... Like, Bronya's a bit high. Like, she might get down a little bit, but they're not watching her, so her numbers must be better than I think. Yeah, all the ones down here, they belong down here. I don't really think I disagree with any of this, except Zila's way too high. She's to come down. Fire Trailblazer, I'm not quite sure why they have them so high. That's a bit of a shock too. Otherwise, it's pretty good. So these are my thoughts. Pretty legitimate. If you want to do better at Pure Fiction, put these two on one team. If you don't have Himiko, pick her at your 300. Don't do what I did. I have E1 of every standard except for her and Clara. Like, you want as many Himiko Eidolons as possible. She is the best standard character available now. I think this is pretty good. If you want to do better in this mode, build these two. There's a good chance that you have them. They're going to carry half your team. Then just use like Yun Li's team or Clara's team or Acheron. Like, Pure Fiction's probably the easiest of the 3 endgame modes. I just auto it at this point. Personally, I use these two, and I use my Acheron Zhao team. So, no big issue there. Thanks for watching, everybody. I agree with most of the changes they made. As I said, Zila still needs to come down. She's too high. Along with everything else. Alright. Thanks, and we'll talk to you next time. Bye for now.